I only ate 10 different foods for 45 days straight. Why the heck would you only eat 10 foods? Is that a lot? Is that a little? What did it do to you? What kind of foods were you eating? I'm gonna be answering all of those questions in this video here and tell you why I did this to myself. And stick around because I wanna show you what this diet actually did to my physique. It wasn't something that I had intended, but the results are kind of crazy. So I was recommended this diet from a friend. We had some conversations about our gut issues that happened to be very similar. What I noticed is that he had done a lot more research in this specific area with gut healing, different foods to avoid, different foods to eat. And so he basically prescribed me this diet, which was essentially carnivore with a bit of a twist. So the foods that I was eating for this was ground beef, steak, eggs, butter, blueberries, salmon, honey, maple syrup, organ meat, and dark chocolate. Those are the 10 foods that I ate for 45 days straight. Nothing else. No other fruits, no other vegetables. Oh, but I also did cabbage juice 2 times per week. A 12-ounce glass 2 times per week. Cabbage juice is very high in glutamine. Glutamine has been used, cabbage juice specifically, cabbage juice, and glutamine have been used and known for its ability to cure stomach ulcers, as well as its ability to severely help kind of repair your gut and your gut lining. This was basically carnivore, so when he recommended it to me, I said, you know what, why not? I may as well. I've been wanting to try something like this, and I was kind of desperate for some relief. What ended up happening was I had some significant relief of my symptoms, of my gut issues. Mine specifically is SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And what happened was I had much better poops. I had a lot less bloating, a lot less gas, a lot less just general stomach discomfort. So it was really good for those reasons. So I would definitely recommend that you try this out if you're somebody that has been struggling with some gnarly gut issues, or if you have stomach ulcers or something like that. Obviously, I'm not a physician. This isn't medical advice. I don't want to prescribe anything that may or may not be healthy for you. I'm just giving you kind of my 2 cents, my experience, and something to think about. I would say the pros of this diet is that it was anti-inflammatory, which is good. You were eating clean food the whole time. You couldn't really eat junk food, so those are all good things. It made more for better poops, and it also made snacking very difficult. Since I was only eating a certain amount of foods, I didn't really have much to snack on. And so I know snacking can kind of be an issue for a lot of people, and so I kind of just did a lot less of it. I would say the cons of this diet, kind of on the other side of the coin of the snacking, is that it is difficult not to snack. Sometimes you're really hungry. A lot of times I would feel after eating that I wasn't fully full or satisfied, so it led me to want to snack, but then I couldn't. This is not a social diet at all. It sucks when you go out and you're trying to eat or trying to hang out with friends because you are so limited. It also requires very heavy discipline. And then the last thing is that it's expensive. I was buying a lot of steaks. I only eat grass-fed steaks for the most part, so it definitely ran up a bit of a tab. So I was able to drop a ton of body fat. I actually lost about 8 to 10 pounds. Now I think about 4 to 5 pounds of that would just be the water weight that I lost. Another 4 to 5 pounds of that was probably strictly body fat. Now I was doing cardio and I was running during this time, and I was in a caloric deficit as well. Post a photo up here of what I looked like afterwards. Now this is after the gym, got a nice pump on, and the lighting was pretty good here, but you know, I gotta say, I look pretty shredded. Would I do it again? Yes, I would do it again. I am planning to do it again here coming up in about a month. But what I'm doing is I'm kind of experimenting with the diet, changing it a little bit, adding in a bit more fruits, kind of changing it to more of a animal-based diet. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a few days of my regular diet, which does have carbohydrates, but is mainly still whole foods. And I'm doing a few days of where I'm doing very restrictive, kind of just this 10 food diet. Kind of playing around with that right now, just kind of seeing what I like, feeling it out, kind of just feeling it out, going back and forth and experimenting with it. So that's it. That's gonna wrap up for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.